Hey everyone, thought I'd make a quick video here about some of the add-ons you might want to use for day one of the refresh of the classic WoW, whatever you want to call it. We're all going to restart day one, fresh servers, fresh start. So, add-ons. Which add-ons should you use? We'll go through them real quick. If you want the best DPS meter, it's details these days, right? And so details, you want to get the tiny threat plugin because that's, threat is a big deal in classic WoW. You don't want to over threat your tank, and if you're a tank, you want to make sure you maintain. And this Vanguard one, right? Show health and debuffs for tanks in your group, right? This is a really good one, especially back in the day for like, too many buffs, right? That kind of thing and such. But anyway, I would recommend getting all three of these. And if you're a streamer, then get the streamer plugin. Extended character stats. This gives you some more information, like about your crit, hit, block, etc., so that you don't have to, go outside the game to do it. Gathermate, if you like to collect your own resources, Gathermate is a good one, and the Gathermate data gives you a bunch of locations of where gathering nodes already exist, so you don't have to create your own database. GTFO is the very quick, hey, you're standing in something that's actually doing damage to you, so it'll just play a loud warning until you get out. For actual leveling guides, this is the one I'm going to recommend that people use, Guidelime Tugs. It's the ultimate leveling guide. It's really good. It's free. It's in CurseForge, so you can just download it easily. So I would highly recommend this one. I'm not going to use it though. I'm going to actually use Rested XP. I would say get Handy Notes. Handy Notes, will put notes on the maps for things that you may have forgotten about, interesting locations or where certain things are, things that you might need to click on and such, right? So get Handy Notes. Do Pally Power, especially if you're going to be Alliance. If you're going to be Horde, you don't necessarily need Pally Power, but this really helps with Paladin buffs. Paladin buffs in Classic WoW are different. There's a lot of different Paladin buffs, and you have to decide who's going to buff what, right, to make sure that it's all good. So anyway, if you're playing Alliance, Pally Power, I'm just going to play Horde this time, so I'm not going to use it. I use Pawn. Pawn helps me, compare items, find upgrades. Basically, it'll give little indicators on items as to whether, oh, this is a junk item, just sell it. This item's an upgrade, or, this item, might be equipment, but it's not an upgrade, so just sell it. Plater makes your nameplates look better. I would highly recommend getting Plater as well. Questy, it really helps for all of your, your quest journal. It puts quest locations on the map and where, like, quest enemies you need to kill or items you need to collect and stuff. It puts all that on the map for you, but it also puts on the map quests that you haven't picked up yet. So you can like see, oh, there's a quest hub over there, or there's a random single quest in the southeast corner of this zone. I'm going to go down and take a look at it. For guides, I'm going to use Rested XP guides because they have a pretty good thing to go through all the dungeons, and I want to do all the dungeons as I'm leveling up. I'd recommend TomTom because it's a navigation assistant tool. It can let you set up custom waypoints and things. It's very good. Now VoiceOver, this one's really optional, but if you want to increase your immersion into vanilla, there is a complete add-on here that puts voiceover over every single NPC and thing that they say. All quest text is voiced over. And then there's the other guide, which is Zygor guide. There's like a free version of this for Classic that you can get, and it's a pretty good one too. Zygors and Rested are both pretty equal with how fast they are, but they are technically both paid for. And I would only recommend one guide, like pick one that you want to use. Guidelime is free, and so I would recommend using it. But let's go in game real quick and take a look at some of these and what they are and what they do. Didn't I have Atlas loot, or did I turn that off? Did I skip completely over Atlas and Atlas loot? I don't remember. Atlas Loot is a very good add-on that lets you basically peruse loot in the entire, right, in everything. So Atlas Loot, right? So if you want to say, yeah, look at Naxxramas. What was I looking at? I was looking at the Four Horsemen. I wanted to see the Corrupted Ashbringer on a Tauren, right? And so that's what we have. Looks really cool, yeah? So anyway, Atlas Loot will show you, loot from everything in the game. You can do dungeons, raids, every dungeon in the game. So if you want to see, oh, what's in Cholomance, right? Oh, these are the things that drop in Cholomance. Oh, that's where you can get the Headmaster's Charge, right? But you can also get the Witchblade, right? So anyway, some of the other add-ons, let's just go through them real quick. So Bagnon and Bag Brother, right? This is a really good one because it makes all of your bags a single bag, right? So always have Bagnon. Now sometimes it might mess up, uh, like like if you can't right click something in your bag, then always remember to reload your UI. Right? I know it's 2024, but we still have to do this crap sometimes because they still mess up. What else do we got? Atlas and Atlas Loot, right? Atlas Loot classic stuff. This is just all the data for all the loot that's in everything here, right? So you can even look at like if you want to look at PvP, right? The two-handed swords from PvP that are ridiculously good. Can we look at Alliance, right? The Alliance sword. Don't they have a ridiculous sword? Where is it? Where's the two-hander? Is it revered? No, it's exalted. PvP ranks. Let's look. Yeah, Grand Marshal. Where do we? Oh, because we're looking at Alterac Valley. Now we want to see weapons, right? And so we want to see like, yeah, the two-handed sword. That's pretty cool. The Horde one is cool, but the Alliance one is ridiculous, right? Look at that stupid Alliance two-handed sword. It's huge. Anyway, enough of Atlas loot. You can get lost in there. So Auctionator. Auctionator is, lightweight add-on, makes it easy and fast to buy, sell, and manage auctions. Get this add-on so that whenever it's good to actually sell something on the auction house or not, right? Whenever you click on the auction house, it might take a little while to load for every so often, right? Because it's like scan the whole auction house type thing. But it'll give you an idea of what to put on the auction house, what not to, that kind of thing. If you play a caster at all, get decursive because different casters can remove different debuffs, and it's actually important to do so in Classic. These are all of your details stuff. This is your damage meter. It's down here. Now, if you use details before, you can just load one of your previous profiles. I'm not going to go through all of the details options, but you can customize details to a great extent. There are good videos out there on how to customize details. So, extended character stats, right? This is the one that gives you extra stats here on the right. So my glancing blow chance, attack power crit, hit, miss, eye level, right? All these things. This is your extended character stats, and it's really good to have that whenever you're trying to decide to make sure, how many more of this stat I need or that stat I need, depending on what gear. When you're making gear choices, it's important. So Gathermate will put like things on your map once it starts collecting them. You can actually set it up to do it. I don't remember how exactly, but you can make it pop up like where all of the mining nodes are. Maybe it's not because I haven't learned mining yet, right? I don't have mining, I don't have herbalism yet, so it doesn't really have anything to do, right? Only loadable on demand, right? Here's GTFO. It'll give us a sound whenever we're standing in something so we get out of it. Handy Notes, right? So Handy Notes has some of these things, right? I'm not sure which one of these are handy notes and which ones aren't, right? But some of these are like your quests. Some of these are like, hey, danger, there's crap here, watch out for it, right? But handy notes will put different things on the map for you to, just get an idea of what's there. Just get it, trust me. Whenever it's not there, you're like, wait a second, didn't I have a thing that told me about this? So Pawn, like I said, we'll put like this. See the little gold icon? Pawn puts that little gold icon that says, hey, sell this. It's not an upgrade, right? It doesn't put icons on stuff that it's not sure what you want to do with it, right? This is a bandage. I need my bandages. This is a resource, copper ore, and this is food. I need that stuff. Plater, like I said, it makes nameplates, different, and just easier to see, especially enemies, right? You can set it up, you can customize it a lot to where it'll have like, friendly nameplates and stuff as well. But I recommend getting Plater because it makes it a lot easier to, especially whenever there's a lot of enemies, it'll like stack them on top of each other so you can maybe click the one you actually want to click on. So if like you're in a dungeon and you're doing a lot of AoE pulls or something. So questy, we saw a little bit of the questy, right? See how this quest here and this quest here and that, and like this path here, right? The orange paths are definitely the questy. These icons showing you what's here and what quest is there. All of those things are part of questy, right? And then we look at rested XP guides. That's this guy over here. Right now I'm on step number 48 of the 1 to 22 speedrun guide. Right now I'm in the level 6 to 12 Mulgore range. I'm supposed to go cleanse, cleanse this. But where is my? I don't have my pointer. Oh, there it is. I'm just blind, right? So both of these are part of rested XP, and so this tells you where we're going, and this is the item that you need to use, right? So it gives you some tools to do your quests faster and in a particular order to get you all the way to max level. Like this is a leveling guide that will lead you the entire way. And then of course TomTom it's a similar thing to like this waypoint thing. I don't know if TomTom's a requirement for Rested XP. I don't think it is, and this might actually be overriding TomTom stuff. You may not need both, but I would recommend getting it anyway, because once you're done with the leveling guide, you're done with it. You're going to just turn it off and not use it again. And then, like I said, the voiceover is the last thing. And so whenever you're doing quests, I don't have any quests to turn in here, or except maybe, actually I do. I have one over here. So I'll give you one example of the voiceover real quick, and then we'll call this video good, and we'll upload it so that people can get a good idea of what they might want to do before starting their new journey into Classic this week. Today, actually. I'm recording this video in the morning so I can get it uploaded, and hopefully some people will find this helpful. If you found it helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I need more subscribers. I would really appreciate it. I've only got a handful still, and so if you've made it this far, then thank you.
That the venture company is attempting
Now,
to
as you can see, full voiceover from this Morin Cloud Stalker. Also, you notice that like there was auto turn in and auto update stuff, right? And so it won't make choices on gear for you. Each of the 3 different guides have different tools that they do automatically for you. So just pick whichever one you like. And now there are a lot more add-ons that you could get that are, quality of life things. Like a lot of people like Sexy Map, and then of course there's also Deadly Boss mods, or oh, the other one I can't remember what it is, but big wigs, right? Deadly Boss mods, big wigs, little wigs, weak auras, all of those things. But this is the basics that you need to have day one, get you started, get you going. You can worry about that stuff later. All right, thank you guys. Bye.